State of West Virginia taxes retirees. Interesting, because we've heard a couple things about West Virginia being very tax unfavorable. So let's dive right in and find out. Welcome again to the Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel, my friends, the place where you come to find out about taxes in retirement from a state level all the way up to the federal level. Taxes on Social Security, Medicare premium increases, taxes, and everything else financial planning related. So if you like what you hear, click on that red button right there that says subscribe. It's a tiny little red button that says subscribe. Click on that guy, and then there's a little bell down there to be notified of future content. We try to do about 5 videos a week or so. Seems like lately I've been doing 1 a day, so maybe there'll be more. But if you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, you'll be kept in the loop on the rapidly changing areas of financial planning, that's for sure, especially when it comes to taxes. All right, so let's dive into the great state of West Virginia. Blue, yeah, light blue. So they're definitely, according to Kiplinger, is not tax friendly. I'm not surprised by that, actually. West Virginia has a somewhat notoriety about being not tax friendly, that's for sure. So let's see what that's about. I am a fan of West Virginia. Man, when I was a young broker back in the early 2000s, driving through the mountains there of eastern West Virginia up in Sugar Grove, and believe it or not, they used to have a Navy facility up there for communications. A lot of people said, that's crazy. There's no Navy base in West Virginia. Yes, there are. I don't know if it's still there. Yes, it was. You go by the Sugar Grove facility in eastern West Virginia, see these huge satellites. Would it go to Morristown? Was it Morristown? Yeah, I think it was Morristown, West Virginia. I can't remember, but beautiful part of the country for sure. But going up that road, man, woo-wee, that was scary. That's for sure, because that road is twisty and turny, and trucks are flying all up and down there, going fast. You're like, oh, but just beautiful part of the country. The Mount State uses the federal income tax form as a starting point for a state income tax. So any amount of retirement income that's taxable, including the federal, is taxable in West Virginia as well. Ditto for Social Security benefits. The state offers some retirement income exemptions, however. Sales taxes are reasonable. Sales tax is 6% state sales tax levy. Municipalities can add 1% to that, but the average combined rate is a 6.29, which is actually quite favorable. Income tax, the low is 3%, and the high on taxable income of $60,000 or more. So just remember, we take our trusty calculator, taxable income of $60,000. And if you're married filing jointly above the age of 65, we had $26,600. So we'd have to have $86,600 in gross income before in the 6.5% threshold for West Virginia. Effective income tax rate is 5. Okay, I don't get that. 5.7 for joint and 4.1 for individuals. Not sure what this other 4.1 is. Social Security benefits are taxed to the extent that they're taxed by the feds. Exemptions for other retirement income. Taxpayers 65 and older may exclude the first $8,000 of any retirement income and $16,000 for married couples. That's good. From West Virginia taxes. Out-of-state pensions qualify. Residents can exempt $2,000. I guess that's on top of the $16,000 for state and civil pensions as well. Family tax credit is also available to income-eligible families to reduce or eliminate their West Virginia income tax. That's good. IRAs do qualify for the retirement exemption, income exemption, as do all these other things as well. And then public pensions qualify for, looks like, an extra $2,000. Property tax on West Virginia is about, very low. $103,000 is a median home value, which I think is the lowest in the union. But we haven't got Wisconsin or Wyoming yet, but I can't imagine those are less than that. And the median property tax is $600. Tax breaks for seniors. The homestead program allows a $20,000 exemption against the total value of a single-family homes, including manufacturing homes. So the home is assessed at $80,000. The homestead exemption allows the home to be taxed on a discounted value of $60,000. This benefit is administered at the county level for those who are 65 and older or permanently disabled, so no income requirements. That's fantastic. If you still owe property taxes on your home after the application of the exemption and your federal adjusted gross income is no higher than 150% of the federal poverty line, you may qualify for the senior tax credit. The tax credit for eligible home exemption is based on the tax paid on the first $20,000 of taxable value. So for a home assessed at $80,000, the homestead exemption and income tax credit would give you you'd only be taxed on $40,000. All right, so if you're paying tax on $40,000 on basically 0.6%, that's $240. That's absolutely favorable. If your property taxes are more than 4% of your annual gross income, you could qualify for the homestead excess property tax credit, which is equal to the amount of property tax that exceeds 4%. Qualifying income includes federal adjusted gross income, non-taxable benefits, and any other non-taxable sources of income. The credit cannot exceed $1,000. Gross household income must be 300% or less of the federal property guideline. If you qualify for the seniors tax credit, you must deduct that credit from the amount of property taxes. Wow, I can't keep up with that. But anyway, just very favorable property tax wise in West Virginia, that's for sure. Vehicle taxes, they do have a 5% sales tax, which is 1% lower than the general state sales tax, and no inheritance or estate tax. That seems pretty favorable. Why is that's weird? Kiplinger is saying it's not favorable. I completely disagree with that. So I don't find that not favorable at all. Low property taxes, low sales tax, and an income tax, which is the same as the feds. Yeah, I know they tax on Social Security to the extent that they tax the feds, but you also get that $16,000 exemption as well if you're over, I think it was 65, but we'll go back to that. 6.5% is a top income tax rate, and the state and local tax burden is 9.8, which puts them high, and we don't want to be high there, but still, that's given the other stuff, property and sales tax, that's doable for sure. Tax Freedom Day is April 12th, which ranks them 11th. All right, so let's see about their sales taxes. So yeah, 6.37 all in. So again, if you just look at the state sales tax rate, you think it's high. And if you look at everything, it's double. It's down to 32. So it's in the bottom half, lower than the bottom half. They don't tax cigarettes all that highly, but they do have a pretty significant state gas tax, which is too bad. But, at the end of the day, that's pretty good. And the property tax is among the lowest in the union, that's for sure. Look at that, 0.53. And on top of that, you got to factor in all those exemptions you could get. That's pretty favorable. So that looks pretty good to me. Let's see what smartasset.com says about West Virginia. And we're going to con the great state of West Virginia here. Now, this will just be for the income tax. So they run these calculators. And I'm going to put these on a website. I got permission from smartasset.com to put all these on a page of mine on my Heritage Wealth Planning blog. So heritagewealthplanning.com. So you can do these calculators too, or just go to Smart Asset, whatever you want to do. All right. So West Virginia, we're going to start with like we do, $25,000 of property of Social Security and $25,000 retirement income. We're going to say we're married, filing jointly. There we go. And we're going to say we're born in 1952 to put us at 66 to make sure we get all the qualifications. So all the deductions that were available and exemptions. So let's see what our tax would be. $230. That's favorable if you ask me. So let's do 50,000 Social Security income and 50,000 of retirement income, and our taxes there are $2,900. So there you go. That's when they start getting you, is on the as you start going up the range on your retirement income for sure. $2,900 on that right there, because they're getting you hard on your IRA income. But watch this. Even that's still 3% on $100,000. That's not tax. That's not great. Some of these states have no income tax, but that's not tax unfavorable. But watch this: 50,000 Social Security income, 50,000 in IRA income, and you're going to pay all of $539. So there you go. That's pretty favorable to me. All right, let's just go back to this right here: $50,000 of IRA income and $50,000 of Social Security, and we'll look at that. So in West Virginia, the feds tax is $6,621. West Virginia taxes at $2,900. So you're paying $100. You have $100,000 of gross income. You're losing $9,500 of that to taxes. And West Virginia is tax friendly towards retirees. So Kiplinger, I just think it's off. Social Security income is partially taxed. Withdrawals from retirement accounts are partially taxed, which is wonderful. And once you hit that high rate, your marginal state tax rate is 6.5. But look at this. You got to get pretty high taxable income to get that rate. So here we go, married filing jointly. And your marginal rate of this taxable income is only, 4.5 up until $40,000 of tax and income. But basically, once you break the $40,000, you're in the 6% threshold. But anything below $40,000 is taxed at 4.5 or less. So property tax, some of the lowest property taxes in the state, like we talked about. It's just the average, the median property tax paid by homeowners in West Virginia is $629. That's incredibly low. Surprised that's the seventh lowest in the U.S. I don't remember any of them being lower than that. But okay, we'll go back and dive into that. Part of the reason property taxes are so low is that tax rates are generally quite low, and then you get a bunch of exemptions. We talked about that as well. And the cost of living is 7% below the national average in West Virginia. West Virginia homestead exemption. Qualifying homeowners received exemption of $20,000 on assessed value of the property, and that's if you're over 65. You don't have to do anything but be over 65. State sales tax are fairly low as well, and they don't have an estate or inheritance tax. Well, all good for West Virginia. So if you're looking at retiring from Virginia or Maryland or the D.C. area to West Virginia, I'm sure they had enough of you, but it looks pretty good to me, actually. I mean, my goodness, from a tax perspective, it's fantastic for sure. Now, the income tax is a bit higher, but low property tax, sales tax, and if you're smart, you can manage your income tax for sure. So hope this helps, my friends. As always, don't forget to comment down below if you have knowledge of West Virginia. I'd love to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe, like I said down there before, and to hit the bell to be notified of future content. And as always, thumbs up always help me as well. Lastly, hit the blog, heritagewealthplanning.com. Lots of stuff, podcasts, blog posts, videos, you name it, a bunch of interactive calculators. So go to the blog as well. All right, my friends, we'll see you next time at Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel. Thanks, guys.